Well, welcome to the Sofa Taters podcast, everybody. We got LazyKayo. We've got
Yo.
Justin.
Hey, yo, what's up, my boys?
And
Jesus.
I'm your boy, Steve-O. How's everyone doing today? We got a good podcast lined up for you, I think, today.
This is such a good podcast. I got so many things to talk about.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
same.
How do you
Yeah, that's not how this podcast goes, guys. We just kind of like just randomly like talk about stuff. Like, remember that time we just talked about Two Girls, One Cup for like an hour, like a half an hour?
You mean hungry bitches?
Yeah, hungry bitches. Yeah, I didn't plan that going in, but
But we got there.
Yeah, man. So if y'all like random shooting the ship type podcasts, I don't know, just fucking stick around and beat your head into a wall while you listen to us. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. And I don't think we ever finish a thought and like ever actually like conclude a topic and be like, hey, we're done talking about this now. I think we always just end up talking about something else randomly.
Like once in a while that does happen. I think maybe it was even the last time. I think there's one point where everyone went entirely dead silent for a bit, and then someone actually brought in a new thing. So I guess we actually did kind of finish a thought there. But yeah, very often.
Yeah, we finished a thought and had no idea how to proceed because we usually have segues.
Yeah, we just like branch into other topics and like that are kind of like mildly like related. And
We just get distracted by the next new shiny topic.
Exactly. All right. Well, Trey, you say you have a ton of ideas already, and I know you already mentioned one earlier on Discord. Do you want to bring something up? Because I don't fucking think about this shit during the week.
Oh my god, I was like wondering what you're talking about. I totally forgot. Apparently Elon Musk is changing Twitter to X.
What?
Oh, really? Was that what that's about?
Yeah, so he announced something that he's changing the name of Twitter and it's just going to be called X.
Did he tweet about it?
I think so. If not, he has a bunch of like responses for it.
I have not heard about this.
Second time he's attempted this, by the way, because I'm pretty sure he also tried to change PayPal into X.
X? Oh my god.
And they fucking kicked him out. So maybe the same thing will happen.
What is Elon's obsession with X? Like, why? You already have SpaceX, my dude. Stop.
You know what's hilarious is that somebody's asked that, and then he responded, he's like, I just like the letter or whatever, and then somebody else responded, he's like, so is that why you have only ex-wives?
Perfect. Beautiful.
I mean, he is the most divorced man, so.
Is he? How many divorces does he have?
He's got to have at least 3 or 4, right?
Probably not literally, but he has been divorced fairly often.
Well, his most recent one was with Grimes, right?
Yeah.
I remember all that happened, when she had to like tweet at him and be like, why are you saying these things? This is awful, call me, or something like that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that tweet because she spelled call wrong.
Did she?
She says like I can't remember the exact tweet, but it's like I can't accept this, or this is not your light. Please give me a doll.
Yeah, she says something like, I can't accept this hate or something like that.
Yeah, this is not your light.
Yeah, something strange. I mean, it's Grimes. She's a musician.
Grimes,
she'll use her words
Grimes is
uniquely.
strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I've finally been watching Death Note lately, and
you started watching, bro? Wait, you started watching Death Note and you didn't even tell us?
Well, I just randomly started watching it with my girlfriend. But this actually segues into Grimes because I got to the episode where Ryuk is offering his Shinigami Eyes.
Okay.
Like, hey, that's a Grimes song.
Is it a Grimes song, Shinigami Eyes?
That is a Grimes song. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a Death Note song. Maybe it is. I could see Grimes making a song about Death Note, but like
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It probably is. It's actually a pretty good song. I like it, but you know.
Oh my god, it is a song by Grimes.
So
wait, what episode are you on? Are you still like around that part?
Yeah, like episode 3, I think.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3.
I'm gonna continue watching it probably a bit later after the end of the pod today, but yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
fuck
man.
yeah, we're about to have a fucking Death Note review probably next week. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, fuck yeah. We all got to talk about Death Note. I recently read the manga, so I'm pretty fresh. I'm pretty fresh on Death Note right now.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of old anime and old like movies.
Old. Just called Death Note
old. I mean, they're like probably old to anyone who probably would end up watching this because they're like 20 years old.
I guess so, but still.
I mean, yeah. What's Death Note like? 2000 something.
think it's 2000. I think it ends 2007, right?
That's 16 years old, bro.
Oh, gross! Don't say that.
And
Disgusting.
I was watching like Revolutionary Girl Utena. That's actually kind of old. It's from the 80s. That's a really good show too.
What was that called?
Utena. It's like a magical girl show that's very like gay. Good.
Okay,
That's
I see.
very gay.
It's like yeah, like well yeah, it's really nice, and also like it's old, but like it's really well done. Like a lot of the backgrounds are just really really beautiful watercolor. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. When you said lesbian cartoon, I thought of Sailor Moon at first.
Oh yeah, of
Well,
course.
you know, magical girls shows have a lot of that. You know, because like I would have also accepted Madoka if I told you lesbian magical girl show. Although, have you watched that, Trey? Or?
No, but I've heard.
I watched that with Justin.
Yeah, Trey. Did
I
we
think
watch
you guys were telling me about it then. Yeah.
Yeah, did we watch it all in one sitting, Steven, or was it two?
I think we watched all in one sitting, then we watched the movie another time.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Show.
Yeah, we just took a day to watch the whole fucking thing.
Damn.
It's a great show. Madoka Magica is fantastic.
Steve, you know you should watch after you finish Death Note though.
What's that?
The Netflix movie of it.
I was actually discussing that with my girlfriend because I forgot it was someone really funny played Ryuk, and she's like, "Yeah, it was Willem Dafoe."
Yeah, Willem Dafoe plays Ryuk. It's great.
Well, Willem Dafoe as Ryuk is the only redeeming quality that movie has. I actually genuinely think that was a really good casting.
Well,
I
Willem
actually
Dafoe
liked
is any
Lakeith
character like
Stanfield though, as L.
fuck my life.
I think one of my favorite, even though I haven't watched Death Note yet, one of my favorite like internet posts about it is the one where it says, "Oh, I just started watching Death Note. You're telling me there's a character who's a really like smart junior detective who solves a lot of crimes, and there's a character with a magic book that lasts maniacally and writes it and kills people, and you'll never guess which one is which. And it's a picture of L and Light, like
Oh yeah.
it's like based on those like descriptions, you think what L would be like the creepy dude, right? Like,
yeah.
and Light would be the junior detective.
That's what's so great about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Steven, are you watching? Are you watching Death Note subbed, or are you watching the English dub?
We were watching the dub for the first few episodes because like so I could still hear it even if I wasn't fully paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard to watch anime sometimes with someone because in Japanese like you're gonna be doing stuff and then like I don't understand what they said because they're not speaking.
Yeah, that's fair. No, Death Note is one of the few animes that I would like. I don't know if I'd recommend it over the sub because I actually haven't fully seen the sub, but the Death Note dub is very good.
Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Elle's voice. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck is his name? Giuliani Casarino, something like that. I gotta look it up. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Either way, the dub's actually really fucking solid. I think there's only like one awkward moment in the whole anime where the dub kind of translates really badly.
Alessandro Giuliani. That's Elle's voice actor's name in the English dub. Yeah, I was close. It was kind of it was kind of Mexican sounding.
I'll probably switch to sub, but I'm gonna continue on Crunchyroll because I just randomly selected it on Netflix. Because actually, one thing that really annoys me about Netflix is if you have to watch it quietly and have closed captions, what Netflix does is it will use their subtitles from like if you watch it in Japanese, right? But then if you watch the dub version, it just uses the same subtitle because it almost like 70% of the time it doesn't match what they're actually saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I've ran into that problem too.
That's fucking annoying. What the hell, Netflix? You are such a big company. You make so much money.
That's how they keep making money. They cheap out on other things.
They cheap out on stuff like it doesn't use its own closed captions. Like so, if something is in a different language and you have closed captions for it, and you can watch the subtitles. It just gives you the subtitles that would have been in that language. But then if it's dubbed in English, it just doesn't match a lot of the time.
You know what the most annoying thing is for those things is when you're watching something and a character speaks a different language and in the subtitles they put speaks foreign language. They don't fucking translate what the person said. And you're like, well, what the fuck?
No, dude, yeah, I was watching Blade this weekend too, and at the end of that movie, he's in Russia, and they just didn't translate anything they were fucking saying. It's like just speaking Russian.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, I want to know what they're fucking saying. Speaking Russian, thanks.
Right? You have this advantage of having the subtitles on. Give me the fucking advantage. Tell me what the fuck they're saying.
It's like, yeah, I know they're speaking Russian. I'm sure deaf people would also like to know what they're saying.
I'm sure deaf people are gonna see the freaking subtitles and be like, speaks Russian. Like, I'm gonna fucking know the difference.
Yeah, that's true. They don't actually have any frame of reference for that. They can't either.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck is Russian?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys ever see like really bad CGI and you must have like an appreciation for it? Like if it's old, I mean, like it's bad CGI from like an old movie.
Okay, but that's when it's okay though. Is like when it's from an old movie, I'll just be like, okay, it's like
It's a
I put
product
my
of its
suspension
time.
of disbelief or whatever, you know.
Yeah, like it's
But, like-
fine at that point.
But I mean, like it almost adds to the movie just because now it's actually funny. Like
Oh well, yeah. Like I hate seeing bad CGI nowadays. I don't understand the whole CGI fucking fiasco in Hollywood, using it for literally fucking everything. I saw a scene that somebody highlighted in like was it the new Marvel show, The Secret Invasion? It was CGI'd the whole room, and it was just like, why? It's just like a
Well,
stand.
actually-
Like it's not like they were like in this crazy freaking room or anything. It's just like they just like a normal fucking living room, and they CGI'd the
well,
whole
actually,
thing.
there is a reason they do that. You guys want to know what it is?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason they do that is so they can easily censor it for other markets.
So they could what?
Easily censor it for other markets. Like if they released it in China and something in that scene would like be like really bad to show in China, they can just edit it up.
Oh. That makes sense. I mean, that's annoying as fuck, but yeah, I guess
it's
that-
kind of strange.
It's annoying in the sense that like there's almost nothing is like a real like location
Mhm.
anymore. Like I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and they thanked like I think they it's like we thanked the state of Georgia for like allowing them to shoot because you know like in the movies they thank the states or the cities or whatever they shoot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally, what part of this movie was a location shot? It looked like
They actually went to space. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? I'd like to thank the whole of outer space for letting us shoot there too.
You got to thank the aliens out there, you know, that were also in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
it kind of gets to the point where it's like the whole animation is like cinema thing, and animation being like disrespected a little bit by some people. It's almost like, you know how many Hollywood movies are basically just entirely CGI at this point, which is basically animation. Like,
The thing I hate about it though is like the way like Disney has been approaching it. It just looks like they're doing all those like live action movies, obviously, right? Like when you watch like The Lion King, like I don't want to see an actual like lion. And things can be animated a little bit, like change, like still at least like be faithful to like the source material while also being live action, if that makes sense. Like when you watch like the old Scooby-Doo movies, you're not fucking looking at Scooby-Doo and being like, why isn't that a real looking dog? No, you know it's supposed to be a fucking cartoon dog, so, but I mean, it's like some cheesy animation, CGI, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Exactly.
We're not putting an actual fucking Great Dane in the movie and molding it with CGI and shit, you know?
Exactly. And I think the best example of a studio that tried making something look at least somewhat realistic and then being like, oops, we fucked up is probably the Sonic movie.
Oh my god, yeah.
oh yeah, like the yeah.
Like, I mean, this is a super popular example. Like, everyone knows what Sonic looked like in that first trailer. Good God, he was an absolute nightmare.
Awful, just absolutely awful. It sucked though, because when I first watched it, I was like, this actually seems promising. It's just the fact that Sonic looks disgusting.
I never saw it. I never saw the movie. I heard it was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's actually a fun watch. You should watch it.
Yeah, they're doing a third one now, right?
I think they teased it, but I mean, like, Jim Carrey's not around anymore to act. I think he said he was retiring after the second one.
Oh, is he not going to be in the third one?
Well, if he's retiring.
Is he retiring
assume
like
not.
right away?
Well,
Well,
it was like right after the second one released. He was like, yeah, I'm retiring.
I don't know. According to Google, Jim Carrey is in the cast for Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Well, I hope so, because that would suck if he actually did retire. I never actually followed up on that, but I mean, it's Jim Carrey, he can do what he wants.
Exactly.
He's supposed to be retiring pretty soon. Like, he announced his retirement after the movie. I'm not sure if he's just gonna like finish whatever he's contractually obligated to do to finish up, and then he's done, or which could be maybe he's contractually obligated to do 3 Sonic movies. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm glad video game adaptations are finally fucking getting good though. Like serviceable at least. Like the Sonic movie's good, like the fucking Super Mario Bros. Movie seemed to do fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, didn't the Mario Bros. Movie do amazingly well?
Yeah.
Financially, yeah, like, extremely good. As a movie, it was pretty good. It was a kids movie. Like it was exactly like what you'd expect out of like Nintendo making a Mario film. It was mostly a kids movie, but was able to be enjoyed by adults. I guess is what the thing is. That describes like most of their games. So it's not surprising that the movie would also be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just a fun watch, which is exactly what you would want Mario to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Like, I had a good enough time with the Mario movie. Like I thought it did exactly what it set out to do.
Yeah. Even though I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh shit! I saw day one, bro.
I know
Yeah,
you guys did.
I was gonna bring up a topic from it, but I guess I'm gonna spoil the movie for Trey.
It's fucking Mario. I don't care about spoilers.
No, man.
Let me guess. He defeats Bowser in some sort and rescues the princess.
It's actually a legitimate question. Yeah, I'll ask Justin that. So, Justin, what was the whole point of Bowser getting the Power Star if he was going to use the Bonsai Bill to destroy Mushroom Kingdom anyway?
That's a. Well, I don't think he wanted to. That was just his like second like plan of his first plan with the Power Star failed, right?
I guess. I don't know. It just seems like the Power Star didn't even end up doing that much. Mario ended up using it, which I guess makes sense, right?
Well, yeah, of course, but because
Super Mario.
Because Bowser's main plan just didn't plan out because he's dumb. I'm trying to say this without spoiling anything for Trey. I mean, that's.
He said I don't care about spoilers. Just talk about it.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, Bowser tries marrying Peach. That's the whole thing.
You know what? Now the movie's ruined for me.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I've never heard that plot point before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you've heard you've heard the Peaches song, right?
Peaches, I love you.
It was kind of hard to avoid. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So he wants the plot of the movie is that Bowser wants to get the Power Star so that he can become all powerful and basically force Peach to marry him because he's like in love with her or whatever. And if she refuses, then he's going to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. Goes, wow.
That's how you get people to marry you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's actually the one thing I haven't been doing. Maybe that is why I'm single. Guys, can you weigh in on that? Is that how you got your women?
No, dude, stay, just get away. Just stay away.
Oh, okay.
You're a free man. You're a free spirit. Just don't fall into that trap.
No girls allowed.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, sounds good.
Bros before hoes.
If that's the case, you guys abandoned me.
Well, yeah, because we're already in the trap. We have no choice.
I'm sorry, bro. I got lonely.
Did you guys know that the Overwatch League is dying? That's my new topic now.
Nice. That's a nice topic. I mean,
I
imagine.
Overwatch,
yeah, I don't think either of us do.
Do you guys even pay attention to esports at all? Really?
No, literally not at all.
Smash Bros. Kind of, but I'm not playing as much anymore.
No, I literally don't have like a single care or know anything about esports.
Well, I just found out.
Esports when it comes to shooters work. I'm mostly fighting games. I'll take a look at sometimes.
Yeah, but I just found out that all the teams are gonna get like a $6 million refund if they want to like opt out of the league next season, and there's no way that any team says no to that because they've been losing a lot of money. Fucking Activision Blizzard released their quarterly statements or whatever, and in that thing it said that the Overwatch League, their esports league, obviously accounted for less than 1% of their revenue.
Damn.
For the quarter, yeah, and like they're pumping a lot of money into the league. I know you guys say you don't really look at it, but like they're actually like in Korea and in the States and everything, So like players are traveling everywhere. Players obviously are professional players, kind of like how like traditional sports would work. Instead of just like strictly online play, they'll go to like arenas and stuff. I don't know if they still are, but I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, so it's a lot of money being pumped into it for less than 1% of revenue back. So they're obviously probably going to shut down next season.
Well,
and it kind of sucks because like Overwatch League and like the way COD League are kind of being run are kind of like they're advertising it in ways like it probably should be how esports should be like being promoted and stuff, where like how like sports teams have like a city that they reside in. That's how like Overwatch and COD kind of run their esports. So you don't, so like you still have like Optic and FaZe that are like content creation, whatever you want to say, those organizations, those orgs, they're still part of it, but like you'll have like I think 100 Thieves, their COD League team is like based in LA, so they're the LA Thieves. So they have like a nice like, you know, branding with like being located in the city. And I don't know what the other fucking COD ones are, but like Optic and Overwatch is Houston Outlaws, and FaZe I think is Dallas Fuel, and they're all still in there, but it's the fact that like they're kind of trying to follow the traditional sports means of like being located in a city, which helps a lot. But because I feel like that's a big weakness for esports in general, is just kind of like you have to follow like an org. So finding like something as like a casual watcher is kind of hard to be like, oh, I'll just follow this one org, and you know nothing about orgs or anything. Whereas like when you have them based off cities, you just be like, oh, I'm just gonna follow my home team type thing, you know?
Yeah, that's how it works with sports, I guess. But with like esports, a lot of time you end up having like a favorite team or a favorite player or something.
Yeah, which
But then,
isn't
like,
bad, but it's like it kind of get turned off as like a casual if you're having to try to research these people. You know what I mean?
I guess, but like at the same time, I almost feel like well, I guess it's fine. I mean, I'm not sure if the whole like being based in a cities thing really matters a whole lot with like esports. I mean, it kind of seems like I kind of feel like a lot of smaller like cities aren't gonna get like a esports team that will do like anything. Like say like we live in a small ish like when it like Canadian city. Like there are people who do participate in esports here, but like we're not gonna have like a team that's gonna go anywhere. Like, so I don't know. I feel like that doesn't matter quite as much. It's just easier to follow almost like a player that you like. But I don't know. But I have noticed that like a lot of these like ones are aligning themselves with like certain sports teams as well, like the Golden State Warriors and the Heat.
Yeah.
I've also seen some like buildings some of these like companies have. I think it was like 100 Thieves the ones when I saw, but like it's really impressive. Like they're like, oh, here's like our building that our like our members can come in. Here's like a room they can just like stream in, the soundproof if they want. Like,
oh yeah, they have like these huge ass like headquarters essentially. Content creation houses, I think they call them, or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd like to be in something.
If only. Yeah. But I mean, most esports leagues just are organizations that don't even really make money. I think most of them are just fronted as something else, and then they go with esports. Because I think that joke is with 100 Thieves, they're just a clothing company with esports ties, because they make their money off of selling clothing or something. I don't know if that's actually how true that is, but I know it's hard to make money in esports. That's all I know.
It's hard to make money doing like anything that's not like just a typical wage job.
Hard to make money in general. Like you got to scam people nowadays, apparently. Scam your way to the top.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the fucking look at the whole fucking writer's strike going on. You know,
the what strike?
The writer's strike happening in Hollywood.
The writer's strike. Oh, I heard something about that because of Oppenheimer. Apparently, apparently the whole cast walked out on Oppenheimer on opening day. That's part of like the writer's strike.
Did too, yeah. I think Nolan's with them. Yeah, basically it's like yeah, it's good. He's like a higher figure that supports the strike. It basically like a lot of like not the big major ones, although like a lot of them are also supporting like they're lesser paid like their comrades, their brethren. But yeah, a lot of writers and like actors like they can't. A lot of them can't pay their bills. It's like just like with any other job, the difference between just like the difference between like someone lower down on the like the totem pole and the CEO, the amount of money that they make, that like the times amount of more money that the CEOs make is just drastically changed over the years to them making like say it was they used to make 3 times more than your lower like totem pole worker. Now they make like 69 times more than your average worker.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, 69.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's similar to like that's kind of what they're going for too. Like a lot of writers, they can't pay their bills, and they realize they're writing for these giant companies to just make like a bunch of fucking money that they don't really need, right? So
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how bad it is. I actually saw a clip from TikTok not too long ago. There was have you guys seen the show Orange is the New Black?
Yes, I've watched almost the entire show.
Okay, so do you remember that like I can't remember what her character's name is, but it's like the hippie Asian chick that comes in later.
Oh yeah,
not like later, but a little bit later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she posted a video of her like residuals checks that she gets for Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in like over half the series. I think there's 80 episodes on total or something around there, and she's in like over half of them. So she got her residuals check, and it was $27.
Damn.
And like,
mind you, I'm pretty sure Orange and the New Black is still like a very, very popular show on Netflix, and so
it was like, I think it was like their first original that really got traction, that like everybody was like, oh shit, Netflix is actually doing something.
Yeah, and she gets $27 for it.
Yeah, in residuals. Like,
yeah, I imagine she got paid more initially. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, like, for doing freaking half the fucking show, there's some actors that still live off of residuals, like who thinks like Seinfeld and like Friends, those cast members make shit tons, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's insane how much streaming, I think, in general is kind of shafting the business, because I think it's streaming mostly that kind of fucking ruins everything.
I think a lot of it is that's like, I think that's a lot of what they're mad about. Yeah, it's the shit like that too. Like Netflix is a giant fucking company, and they're paying someone who was in half of one of their like founding series and still very popular when they get $27 for the residuals. It's like you think that someone who was in something who helped the company so much, like gain traction, would be rewarded a lot more and be able to actually live off that. But no, she gets like $27 and she can buy like a McDonald's meal with that. You can't live off that.
No, that's fucking sad.
Yeah, it's just insane, especially when you compare it to like older shows like I guess Friends and Seinfeld are obviously 10 times bigger than Orange is the New Black, but like still you hear of like actors and like shows that were from around that time that are still like cashing in residuals from fucking shows that ended 20 plus years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they can just live off of that. It's ridiculous.
Damn, I didn't know. I didn't know that actors still keep getting paid for the shows that they do like so many years in the future.
Yeah, you get money for that.
Yeah, as long as it's still running.
Oh shit, that's wild.
Yeah, so like whenever you watch a show on TV, that person got paid for like the time that episode was on.
Like you watch an episode of Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld got paid for that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because they're putting the product on the screen, and it's being used, air quote, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that, yeah, that's how they're making keep making the money.
Not like entirely, it's related, although partially, because I think actually this is also something that writers are like kind of writers and actors are kind of upset about. But like back when streaming was like starting to gain its legs and like people started using it more often, it was kind of like a deterrent almost to like piracy in a way, because like now that show that you want to watch all the time, now you don't have to pirate it, torrent it to watch it. You can just watch it on a streaming service. But like now it's the opposite. Now it's like kind of encouraging piracy in a way, because now what these companies will do, what like Netflix and the other streaming services will end up doing, is they'll have a show on for like 5 episodes, and it won't do as well as they thought. And then not only will they cancel that, but they just remove that entirely. So it's like it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, you mean like the problem that they have with like original series, and they'll just cancel them?
Yeah, they'll cancel them, and just not only cancel them, but they're just fucking removed from the service. So now it's just like mean, now those writers can't get paid because it was only on Netflix. Netflix decided that it wasn't going to be profitable for them, so they just not only canceled it, but they removed it. So those actors basically cannot get paid for that show anymore because like you're literally not allowed to. You're literally not able to watch it. It doesn't exist. Basically.
I didn't know. Obviously I heard that Netflix has been canceling a lot of their shows, but they've been removing them. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a big one that actually is coming up. I don't even know if it happened yet or not, but they're getting rid of Final Space, I think it's called.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you guys heard of that, but yeah, they're like gonna. So they canceled it, or I think it finished. Either way, but they're gonna like completely remove it off of Netflix, and it's a Netflix show. So after that, you'll have nowhere to watch it. Essentially,
that is so ridiculous. Like, why? Like, don't you want at least the time and the effort and the work that you spent on making it up to that point to still be like available?
You would think, but I would assume that they probably just don't want to spend the money on like, residuals or something like that, so then they could just be like, okay, well, we'll just take the whole show off, then we don't have to pay them because we're the only place you can watch it. And if you do have like, say if they got like a DVD or a Blu-ray release or whatever, they're not the ones having to pay out those viewings or whatever, right? Because it's not
that is such a scummy practice though. Like literally, we're just going to remove it so that we don't have to pay the actors. Like those, holy fuck.
And that's why I'm saying it's kind of advocating for piracy as well, because now that show isn't available anywhere, and there's no way to archive it because Netflix just decided that they don't want it anymore, or these streaming services decided I don't want this show on here anymore. So now it basically just doesn't exist. You can't get it anywhere.
You know what? That's actually, I'm gonna cancel my Netflix right now. Actually,
and Netflix is so bad for like canceling their shows. I mean, it's basically like an unofficial rule that if like a show doesn't like pop off within like 2 seasons that they have like an original show of, if it doesn't like do like Stranger Things level of fucking success, they'll just cancel it and then you'll never fucking hear from it again.
Mm-hmm.
It is ridiculous.
And like that type of shit would happen like on television too, but sometimes you'd at least see like reruns of that sometimes in other shows just because they have nothing else to show, I guess. But so like the actors would get paid, but Netflix just removing it, meaning like the actors and writers don't get anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. Really goes to show how much they care about the actors and care about the industry.
Not just Netflix too, because like recently I think Max, I can't remember what show it was, but like they announced they're removing some show from their streaming service, and like the tweet about it was the first the creator had heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
So they were like, "Oh yeah, we're removing this," and the creator was like, "What?"
Jesus fuck. So they don't even tell them.
No,
literally just let them find out.
That shit seems to be more and more common with any field now. Is just that you'll find out the news through Twitter. They don't fucking contact you for anything. Like you'll never be contacted directly. And next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like I've seen that with fucking sports players with fucking the NHL. I've seen that with shows. I've seen that with a bunch of things now.
Oh yeah, was that what ended up being true? The NHL thing. There was some rumor that some player found out he got traded because one of the NHL analysts like tweeted out that they got traded. Like the team didn't tell him.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens like quite often, not like crazy often, but like often enough to where like it's a problem. Like I think Fleury, when he got traded to Chicago, literally found out from Twitter.
That's really crazy for that too, because an athlete being traded, it's like, hey, you got to move your family now.
Yeah, and like this is Fleury. This is not like it's like some small timer fucking player or whatever. This is like a starting goalie, that you can fucking, like, it's a big deal. But yeah, and then I think I saw recently, going back to Overwatch League, that one of their talents, like their on-screen talents, had that happen to them. They found out like that they like had a bunch of layoffs or whatever, and yeah, they found out through Twitter, and nobody had like, they weren't like looped in. It's just rich people being shitty.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. Well, I have officially canceled my Netflix account.
Let's go, bro.
You heard it here live.
Hell yeah! I mean, I was already planning to, anyways. And I have no money right now.
No. You did it for moral reasons. I'll cut that out. Don't worry.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, you
Redo
know
it,
what? Yeah,
redo it.
you're right, bro. You're right. All right. I have canceled my Netflix because I disagree with its practices in removing the shows from their platform in order to not pay out money.
Residuals.
There we
In
go.
order not to pay out money.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that still makes sense.
Yeah, it still works.
I just love the delivery of it.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Definitely, this definitely was completely on purpose. I'm still, I'm on Twitter right now, scrolling through what people are talking about for this whole X thing.
Oh no.
What do you find it?
I love that. What X videos is trending now. You know, like the porn website. Yeah. Because of this.
Because of course it would.
Yeah, of course. People are calling watching any kind of video on Twitter now is called X videos. I think that's I just think that's genius.
Why does he keep doing stupid shit?
Because he's yeah, exactly. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like
Elon Musk is actually stupid. Like, he stole a meme from a 16-year-old earlier, I think.
He stole a meme from a 16-year-old?
So this 16-year-old kid tweeted out that, like, I can't remember what the picture he posted was, but he posted, Oppenheimer is mad boring, and he posted a picture of himself on his phone with something on, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, Elon Musk saw that, cropped out the part where, like, the kid tweeted it and just put the text over the image.
Oh my god.
And then reposted it.
Come on, Elon.
Yeah, but yeah, like, he's actually, like, stupid. Like, why does he want to name shit X? Because I like the letter.
Yeah, is there any other reason? I don't think so.
Isn't that what he named his kid?
His kid has the letter X in there somewhere, I think.
I don't get that.
At least call him a normal X name like Xavier.
If you really like the letter X.
Alexander,
there you go.
I hate that X.com already redirects back to Twitter.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's how people actually found out. I think they actually just randomly typed it, and then I think that's how it actually manifested, I guess. I think my computer's listening to you, by the way, and now I have X videos trending on my
Nice. Let's go.
What do you mean, let's go? That means my computer's listening to me.
Let's go, bro. Being spied on by the government? Fuck yeah.
Oh, now I do.
Oh, no.
I have X videos, the X, and Nylander.
Nice.
Nylander.
What was that last one? Meatlander? What is that?
No, Nylander. It's a player on fucking the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, okay.
He's always trending because I don't know why, but everyone wants to trade him away from the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs. It just doesn't make it. They just don't like him, apparently.
Well, because
he's a perfectly fine player.
Oh, I was gonna say he's probably not a good player.
He's actually perfectly fine. I think he just scored 40 goals this year.
Well, I don't fucking know anything about him.
Wait, did they suspend the X Videos Twitter account?
No, did they?
I'm just hearing that. Let me see. Or is this person just making me find the X Videos?
That's probably what it is.
Oh no!
It says account suspended. I'm not sure if this is their official Twitter account, but it says account suspended.
Did Elon go?
Would it even have an actual Twitter?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Pornhub has a Twitter account.
Yeah, but that's because they try to have like a personality and whatever. I don't think I've ever seen X videos try to be like that.
There was a Smash player sponsored by YouPorn at one point.
Really?
Did they do good?
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was the best Captain Falcon player.
So he fisted everyone?
In Smash 4, yeah.
Did he make smashing jokes?
He might have. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. But yeah, he was sponsored by YouPorn for a bit.
That's funny.
And eventually, like, I think he started wearing stuff that said U Pizza instead because, like, wearing a shirt that said YouPorn to a place with kids at it's not good.
Yeah, probably not. Especially with the Smash scene reputation. Man, I still can't believe how fucking quickly the Smash scene fucking decimated. Like, before, I think it was like just pre-COVID, right?
Wait, did Twitter already fucking change their logo too?
Oh no, did they? No, they
I'm not
didn't.
sure if this is.
I mean, I've seen a
did.
bunch of pictures of the logo X, but
Elon made a post saying that it was, I think, going to change later today or something.
a loser.
God.
I know, right? Like, fuck that guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the new logo.
What do you?
Okay, so this tweet I found about it. It says, "Gotta be honest, this new widget design looks like an app for a membership-only human trafficking gentlemen's club headquartered in Budapest."
I mean, he's not wrong.
It doesn't look like a social media app. Like it looks like
Yeah, it looks like some dark web shit.
Yeah, like I wouldn't see this and see that's a fucking social media app. It's like an X with a bunch of fucking it looks like.
It looks so friendly and welcoming. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
No,
It
man,
looks like
fuck
if
you.
I watched like a horror YouTuber talking about like creepy shit, that this would be like the kind of app they'd say that this murderer used or something.
It looks like an app designed by Andrew Tate.
You know what? You're right. What's that for?
Probably where this tweet came from, because that's a little bit too on the nose.
It's like
that
a
fucker up
stupid
to
looking
now?
X. Like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah, somebody actually said the design for the new the new logo has Andrew Tate vibes.
What the fuck?
Yes. So you're not the only one thinking that, bro. What's this Andrew Tate
I mean,
motherfucker up to right now?
Musk is a Tate fan, so I'm not surprised.
Oh,
my
is he
God.
actually?
Yeah, Elon Musk likes Andrew Tate. Of course he's a fucking alpha male, right? So of course he likes Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah, of course.
Gross.
Oh, if I put Tate, Sofa Taters shows up before Andrew Tate, so we win.
Oh,
Let's go!
Shit, let's go!
Let's go!
That's huge. That's huge. We got a following yet anywhere?
I don't know. Have you been posting TikToks?
No. I need to get on that.
Andrew Tate's supposed to be an alpha male, right? Why does almost every picture he posts makes him look like really gay?
Because he's alpha gay.
I guess, because look at this shit.
That's how you become the true alpha, is when you learn to top men as well.
Exactly. Dom all of humanity. There you go.
Exactly.
dogs.
Exactly.
Why does he look like that? He just looks stupid.
Why is he? Just
Honestly.
why
Yeah,
is Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate says he's bald by choice, but some of his hair grew back.
Oh, and it looked awful.
While he was in prison, and it looked fucking terrible. So the man is not bald by choice.
It's disgusting.
I didn't hear about that. Hold on, I gotta Google that. I spent half my time in these podcasts Googling shit.
Actually, I heard a great comparison the other day about Elon Musk. It's like he's running Twitter like he's Wheatley from Portal 2 trying to do GLaDOS' job.
What was a video like that?
And
where
it's
they,
so fucking spot on. I think I sent it to you guys, right? Where like Wheatley says like Elon Musk quotes and shit. Oh my god, it's the funniest shit. Because Elon has tweeted some dumb stuff.
Yeah, I see Andrew Tate's hair now. Holy fuck. That head of hair is definitely a curse from God.
He very clearly struggles to grow hair like anywhere other than like the back and like the sides of his head. Like it's so thin like around like.
Yeah, that is
gross.
Horrifying.
Anyways, on to better things. I just found something that gave me a hardcore nostalgia trip.
Oh yeah, what's that?
A
Share it, bro.
Nintendo 64 advert.
Oh, an advert.
Yeah, like a flyer, basically a page of a flyer. It looks fucking amazing.
The
The 64 is $200.
Damn. I wish you could buy a console for $200.
Right.
But that's at least like kind of, well, I wouldn't say misleading, but like actually sometimes the games were more expensive back then. So like the console was cheaper, but like a lot of times the games, like having a N64 game go over like $100 back then wasn't entirely uncommon. Like you see Mario 64 in this image being $60. I'm sure Trey's gonna remember to put the picture up so he knows what I'm talking about. Like you see Mario 64 on this image like $60, but back in the day there were cases of games being more than that. Like so. Of course, now we have the fucking like really expensive consoles and the expensive games. But...
Yeah, everything's expensive. But I'm like,
Yeah, it's
there's more
all
pictures to
expensive
this,
now.
and like
But
Game Boys were $50. Like hell yeah.
damn. But Steven, are you saying that? Are you saying games like some games could be more expensive than the consoles at MSRP back in the day?
Probably not more than MSRP, but like back in the day, games prices did fluctuate. Like nowadays, it's like it'd be more like a indie game costs X amount of money, and then like bigger scale game costs like $80, $90.
It's kind of like tiers now.
But yeah, like but back in the days, games would like prices would fluctuate. There wasn't like a set like price that games costed, right? It would be around. I'm trying to find an example of it, and I'll look for maybe a better example when the podcast is over, and then maybe Trey can like throw it up on podcast to show my example. But yeah, like so not necessarily more than the N64 itself, but like I'm just saying the games actually did cost sometimes more than even now.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and with the dollar being so much less back then, that would have been like
just wild.
Yeah, it was just way more. Like it just yeah, so much more back in the day. So
what consoles did you guys?
If anything, is gaming less expensive now than it was back then? Is that possible?
I don't think so. Not for us in Canada, especially. I don't know, man. Like
well,
whenever we
Canada
have
specifically,
we have AAA releases here, and like they're $90. Like
yeah,
and like the Americans are bitching about the fact that their games are $70 now. Ours are fucking 90 because of how bad our dollar is.
It's hard to particularly tell almost because like back when I was a kid, I couldn't afford games anyway. Like I would very rarely actually own a game. Like I would get a game maybe for Christmas or something. So like, it's kind of hard to say if it was like if you were an adult trying to be having a game collection and being games back in the day. I'm not sure if it would be harder.
Yeah, that's true. Like back in the day, you and I weren't buying our own games. Like if we did get any games, it was our parents buying it for us, and we didn't know how much that costed.
Yeah, dude, if I bought a game back then, I probably saved up my $5 allowance for fucking how many weeks, and then I bought that game with.
Damn,
bro, waiting for you like your birthday or Christmas to put a game on your fucking like wish list.
Oh man, my grandma gave me $100 for Christmas. Let's go! I can buy a game.
Hell yeah! Instead of being gifted it.
That's the kid life, bro. Let's go.
Were we gonna ask you what consoles we had growing up?
Yeah, I was gonna ask what you guys had because I had 64. I had I was a Nintendo mostly actually growing up. I had 64, GameCube, Game Boy.
I was mostly Nintendo as well. I'd say like the real childhood years was probably mostly the Super Nintendo, and that's probably like my like most nostalgic console. But I did like technically start out on like the original NES, but that's actually because my parents bought it and played it for themselves. But I also played it because like I'm a kid and I still like video games, right? I've been I think playing video games since I was like 3.
Nice.
Since you were 3, damn.
Yeah, I played Kirby's Adventure.
Let's go.
Great pick too.
Yeah, my nostalgic console was 100% the GameCube. That's when I was like going hard on it.
Oh damn, really?
That's what I remember the most, anyways. I think 64. Like, I played a good handful of it, obviously, but like GameCube is where I just fucking like fell in love with gaming. I think.
I think for me the GameCube was probably a part of that as well, but in my teen years, I guess.
I feel like I got like every game I could possible when I was on the GameCube.
Oh yeah, that's just when it finally clicked for you, and you're like, "Oh, I need these digital button pressers."
Yeah, like going to fucking Blockbuster and fucking renting a game for 2 weeks and being like, "Oh shit, we're about to go ham."
Yeah,
exactly.
What about you, Justin? What's like your most like cherished, like nostalgic like video game console? Would you say?
Fuck, I don't know. Like, I had a lot of consoles growing up, which is weird because we didn't have a lot of money. I don't know how I ended up getting so many consoles. But no, I remember we had I think the first console we ever got, I want to say it was the Sega Genesis. I barely remember playing it though, because it was long time ago. I remember my younger sister ended up breaking the Genesis because she dropped it on the floor.
That bitch.
I know, right? Fuck that bitch. And now after that we got a Super Nintendo, and that's where I really remember like I started gaming was a Super Nintendo. I fucking love the Super Nintendo, bro, or Super NES. I've always said Super Nintendo But
Yeah, I call it Super Nintendo too.
a lot of people say Super NES or Super NES. It's just whatever. I don't know.
You know what's really funny though? This is probably only like a my family thing, but it's called the Super Nintendo, right? So we start calling the NES the regular Nintendo.
They call it regular Nintendo?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm pretty sure I've done that before too.
Oh my god, that's a new one for me. I just call it the NES. I call it the NES, and then I call it the Super Nintendo. That's how I distinguish them.
Yeah, like I think like if you're going by that, like technically it's just supposed to be called the Nintendo, but like it's also the Nintendo Entertainment System, so the NES. Like that's what I call it mostly now if I'm talking to people who aren't like my family and my parents. Because they won't get that. I'll call it the regular Nintendo to them. Like if I'm talking to someone else, I'll call it the.
The Super Nintendo had fucking bangers on it too, actually.
Which one?
The Super Nintendo. Had fucking bangers on it. I remember playing a lot of a Bomberman game on it, and it was so good.
I've never played Bomberman. You know what I have played though? PopCap.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
I remember that actually. I remember. My username was censored because they were strict on their censoring.
Oh yeah. Well, because what was your name?
My username was Nightmare.
How did they? What about that was censored?
How did that get censored?
You have to really think hard about it because it took me I think a full week before I finally processed why it was censored. But it's so stupid. So stupid because it's not like they banned your username or anything. They would literally just star out the words or the letters. So I would still be Nightmare, but I had stars in the name.
Did they just censor the full name or just a part of it?
No, just the part that they wanted to censor. So it looked stupid. So I guess I'll give away the key here. The first 3 letters were censored, and then the rest of the name was fine.
Oh my god.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
That's so fucking dumb.
It is so stupid, but yeah, that's how harsh they were on it. I was like, what is such a bad thing about Nightmare? Stupid.
Well, that's what happens when you get a computer program to censor stuff and just catch it and flag it instead of actually having a person do it and then they just ends up doing things worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because then, you have something completely unrelated, and it's why is this even getting censored?
I think part of kind of going back to the Super Nintendo thing for a tiny bit, but I think part of what makes the Super Nintendo so great. I mean, obviously for me, I'm also biased because that was my big console as a kid, but I feel like it hit it's old, but it hit a certain part of that older style where it's just they kind of almost a lot of games just kind of perfected it in a way. And so some of these games just look really, really nice, great sprite work and great looking backgrounds and stuff like that. It's just they're beautiful games.
Yeah, people finally got comfortable with actually making games that look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
A good example, Street Fighter 2 is on the Super Nintendo, and we all know the impact that has.
Oh yeah.
And Chrono Trigger still looks great.
How many Street Fighter 2s are there? There's 10, is it there?
There's quite a bit. There's Street Fighter 2, there's Super Street Fighter 2, there's Street Fighter Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo
Super
Edition.
Street Fighter 2 Tournament Edition.
It's way too fucking many. Out of the way. Still fucking banger. I played Clay Fighter back in the day on fucking Super Nintendo as well.
Clay Fighter.
Which is fucking banger. Super Mario World. Very just amazing.
Oh god, Yoshi's Island, bro.
Such good games.
I still think Yoshi's Island is one of the most gorgeous video games ever made.
Really?
Absolutely. Are you kidding? Well, just how vibrant everything is, and just the art of that game is so fucking gorgeous.
I ain't gonna disagree with you on
that. Cool, thanks. I just want to.
But I'm also not agreeing either.
You're not a what? Oh, well, fuck you. I want to make a quick correction about something I said earlier. I said Pop Cap, but then the game we were talking about was actually called Pop Tag.
Oh yeah, I think PopCap was a site that also had games on it though.
PopCap is they're a company. They're a company. They do Bejeweled and stuff.
Yes. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, PopCap games. Yeah, it was close though. Can you blame me for mixing it up?
No, I
haven't played Pop Tag in over a decade. Leave me alone.
Is it still around?
I have no idea.
You know what I miss about with old games though that we don't have really anymore is that we don't have fucking cheat codes anymore.
No.
Oh yeah, no Game Shark or Action Replay.
No, you just like literally have to hack if you want to cheat. But like not even like fun cheat codes. Like you remember fucking like doing like Tony Hawk games and you would put on like fucking big head mode or something stupid like that.
That's what I was about to say. Why can't I make my character have a big head anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like stupid cheats like that just to make it more entertaining. I don't need to like be the best at it or whatever. Just something stupid like give me fucking low gravity mode and shit.
Yeah. Or all the cheats that Rockstar used to put into the GTA games, like flying cars and like spawning whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, they were a lot more diverse back in the day. I think GTA 5 still has cheat codes. It's just they're more for just like acquiring like I think like max weapons and like cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, nothing too goofy.
Yeah,
Give me something goofy. Yeah.
I remember fucking going on a shut up. I remember going on like San Andreas or like Vice City and having BMX Super Jump as like a separate cheat code instead of like just like a stupid like low gravity or whatever, and I would have so much fun just going on a BMX and just super jumping everywhere for no good reason. And like zero gravity was like obviously much more efficient, but for some reason I don't know, just specifically BMX Super Jump was the cheat code that made my day. Even getting like the jetpacks too. That was fun shit.
Oh fuck yeah, the jetpacks, dude. I miss playing I miss playing those older GTA games. I don't think I ever even played like San Andreas and Vice City like properly. I think I literally just always fucked around.
Oh yeah, 100%. Me too.
I don't even think I know what the story for those games are.
I didn't even play a GTA story until 4 and like late into the 4's life cycle. Like I think like 5 was like maybe a year or so away before I finally was like, you know what, I should play through the story of GTA 4. Has a great story, by the way.
GTA.
GTA.
You know what I like doing in GTA games?
What's that?
I like following the route the road. Like I'll drive around and I'll follow the stoplights.
Yeah, when you get bored of killing everybody in your head, you're just like, I'm just gonna drive normally. Let's see how long I can survive being a normal citizen.
Yo, Steven, if you're into that kind of stuff, you know what you should play?
What's that?
American Truck Simulator.
I think I've actually tried shit like that before, and it's just like it's too mundane for me. I'm not a sim guy. The closest sim is I like Power Watch Simulator. Like that's the closest sim that I kind of like. And I've tried some sims before. It's just like
that's fair. That's
almost too mundane though. I haven't really fully given Flight Simulator a shot though. I might like that.
Flight Simulator? What's that? Like
it's
like
a simulator where you planes. Yeah.
Oh, it's planes. Okay. Oh my!
I heard light.
Light Simulator.
I was like, you just playing with lights.
Write names into the Death Note.
I didn't even think of that. I just thought fucking lights. I was like, you can like playing as Thomas Edison or some shit. What the fuck?
No, yeah, you're just changing light bulbs, bro. That's the light simulator.
Yeah. Flip light switches on and off. Wow, riveting gameplay. Why is Flight Simulator so expensive? It's this $80 game. What is this fucking game?
I don't know. Have you guys actually ever gotten hard into like The Sims?
No, I've tried playing Sims. I can't get into it. I find it so boring.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I used to play SimCity in school though, as in it was actually like a course for us to do in like computer class. That was in grade school.
What, SimCity was a course?
Yeah, like we're in computer class and in like the curriculum for a couple of classes where we would just play SimCity.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, hell yeah, I used to do stuff like that too.
Like, but like it's so weird that was actually like school. Like, that's just a fucking video game. I guess they can kind of teach you how to use a computer, but like to me, I just kind of thought the teacher liked this game and wanted us to play it. Like,
yeah, why not?
Like don't get me wrong, I was sick, but like.
Do you guys want to feel old for a sec?
Absolutely.
Remember when you had to have computer labs and computer classes?
Do they not have those anymore?
No, because you just have laptops everywhere now, or like iPads or stuff.
Oh, fuck.
So as far as I know, they just don't exist anymore.
Yeah, like this regular school, like grade school, have like a fucking computer class at all anymore? Like, do they need it? Like, well, actually, they kind of do need it because I think a lot of like younger people nowadays actually don't know how to use computers. It's like it's kind of. I think I've discussed this before, but it's almost like it's kind of like flip back.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah. We talked about like the bell curve, yeah. About how like computers are like new to like old people and they couldn't really get it, but then we kind of grew up with it, and then, you know, the newer generation, all they know is computers, so they don't have to like understand any of the struggles of learning it or anything.
But then it goes back down because now the newer generation is more looking at phones and tablets, so they have to use a computer. It's like,
Oh yeah, that's like
that
old
too.
technology for them.
yeah,
Fucking Christ.
But yeah, I remember having like the teachers that would be struggling, be like, oh, we got to schedule, you know, a day to have like the computer lab. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh, we double booked by accident. The other class gets it. And then you just had nothing to do for that class because you were supposed to be in the computer room, but you didn't get it.
Are you talking about like when another subject would need the computer room?
No, like, so like, say like you were doing like English class or whatever, right? And like they want you to do, I don't know, like some fucking like a PowerPoint or something for a project.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like, yeah, so like it wouldn't be the computer class you would go to learn about.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I never worked on the double book thing, but I did have that so once in a while where you have to go in there and do something. The teacher would have to have lots of struggle because they're old and had to do the first.
Well, yeah, and then just the general problems with fucking having to take a whole class to a separate room with just computers in it.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. I remember going to my first class that actually just was filled with computers and was just a normal classroom. That shit like blew my mind. I think that was like in grade 7. That shit was like the Wild West because that teacher didn't give a shit, and like you always had students going on like random sites, and like, you know how they had like those shitty proxies, you know, for make sure you didn't go on like stupid sites and whatnot. There was always like
always trying to find
always ways to go around it.
Yeah, there was always workarounds. Man,
there was always also one site they forgot to.
Always.
I have so many memories in middle school of playing very specifically a game called Stick RPG. Do you guys know this?
Stick RPG, hell yeah.
Dude, Stick RPG is the fucking bomb. You know,
I could not tell you a thing about it right now, but I do know what you're talking about.
You know, there's a Stick RPG 2 now, and it's actually really solid.
Actually?
Yeah, it's like 5 times bigger than the first game.
Stick RPG 2 Director's Cut? No fucking way.
Yeah, well, actually, that came out in 2011. That's pretty old already.
Holy shit. Okay, now I recognize it. I'm looking at pictures of Stick RPG, yeah. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
This is a blast from the past.
Hell yeah, bro. I used to play that every fucking day in the computer lab in middle school.
Bro, I'd always have to be playing fucking like... I always had like a weird obsession with like text-based like RPGs. Like I think I mentioned on a previous episode, I played Torn City back in the day.
Oh, Torn
City?
City?
Like that.
I never got into shit like that.
Yeah, I like had like a weird phase with it for 1 year where I would like play Torn City, and then like Torn City got too big, so then I was like trying to find something else to play, and there was this one site called Marco Land that I played that was pretty fun.
Do you know what game randomly got really popular at my school?
What?
It was slime volleyball. I posted a picture of it.
Slime volleyball?
What the
slime
fuck?
Slime volleyball.
Slime?
Yeah.
Slime volleyball? What the fuck is that?
I just posted a picture of it. You could.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
It's slime volleyball. You play as a slime and you hit the ball back, and you gotta get points by if you miss the ball. The other guy gets points if you miss the ball.
This is wild. This is like just like this is just Pong essentially.
Kind of, yeah.
Yo, I just had a fucking another blast from the past. Do you guys remember Territory War?
Territory War. That does sound familiar. Why can't I?
Yeah. So you have like a team of like stick figures, and you each take turns like moving across a map and like either like trying to shoot each other with guns.
Oh my
or, like,
god! So
grenades.
yeah, like it's like Worms. Yeah. I see this now.
Like Worms?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you never played Worms?
Is that a game?
You've never played Worms?
I don't think so.
Search up like Worms Armageddon.
Okay, so we need to play Worms when we get together.
Oh, Worms is so much fucking fun.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, this came out.
Well, the Worms series is pretty old altogether.
Honestly, I never played Worms a whole lot, but I did play an online game that basically just worked the exact same as Worms called Gunbound.
Yeah, I remember Territory War, man. That shit was legit too.
Oh, this is Team 17. What the fuck?
What's Team 17?
You know what? That name sounds familiar, and I don't know why. Let me.
So you just recognized the name, but didn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't know why they were important.
Yeah,
Oh damn, this is a sick development company. Wait, what did they do?
what the? Yeah, I'm quickly looking up what the fuck they've made. Why do I know them? I'm looking through other games right now.
They've worked on every Worms. That's what they've worked on. I'm looking right now. Every Worms. Leisure Suit Larry, if anyone knows that.
Oh, Leisure Suit Larry.
Throwback.
Okay.
Worms, more
yeah,
Worms, more
Oh,
Worms.
Overcooked.
That's
That's why I
Overcooked
know
too.
them. That's why I know. I know them from Overcooked.
From Overcooked.
Yeah.
I mean, Overcooked is good.
Overcooked
I don't
is
even think they did like. I don't even think they did the first one. It just says 2 here.
Yeah. Huh, maybe they didn't. Maybe they only did the first one. Or the second one, I mean. I didn't even play the second one. What the fuck? I don't know. I know them for some reason.
You just recognize the name.
You know, I don't know why this is like a entirely different topic. I don't know why I got reminded of this recently, but back when I was like using dating apps for a bit, there was like a remarkable amount of people like that listed like true crime as one of their major things about them. And
Dude, there's so many
am I
people
weird?
into that shit.
Yeah.
Am I weird for thinking that's really weird to just list about yourself as like one of your main interests?
No.
Like I can find shit. I can find shit like that interesting too, but to like say, hey, that's one of the main things about me is that I love true crime. I mean,
I love learning how I can get away with murder.
Yeah. No, man, it's fucking weird. Like, I think I've told you guys before, but my ex-girlfriend used to fall asleep playing true crime videos.
yeah, I think
Literally
yeah,
every
you
night.
told us that. Yeah,
Literally every night. She could not
Yeah,
sleep
you
unless
told
she had
me
it
that,
playing
yeah.
on the TV.
Oh, like it's like I can understand being interested in crime documentaries and shit like that. Like I've watched some of those. Like they're interesting, sure, but it almost seems like if it's one of your main interests, it's like it almost seems like you're kind of like making light of like what actually happened. Like these people like murdered people a lot of the time, right? And did a horrible thing.
Mhm.
Like they're not like it's not fiction. Like the act is it's true. It's true story.
Yeah, it's true crime.
It's true crime. But just like a remarkable amount of like women were just and
There's just
I'm not going to say it's other because I'm sure it's also men too. But like, 'cause obviously, I saw women around the men.
yeah, there's just some really weird like morbid curiosity. Like some people are just drawn to shit like that for some reason.
Yeah, like I get why it's interesting, but it's just weird to have that be like one of your main things. Like, oh, I like movies. Oh, I like this type of movie. Oh, I like games. Oh, I like true crime documentaries.
I think it's a lot of it has to do with like the psychological aspect of just hearing about and learning about people who are like that, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
is that-
totally get the
These guys
interest.
are-
It's just, yeah, it does get a little strange when it's kind of like,
Yeah,
Your
when
main
when
thing.
it's like an obsession basically.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
like,
You mentioned your
it's like
ex-
the polar opposite of like when people are like, yeah, I watch anime. And then you're like, do you watch anime or do you watch anime? You know?
do you watch anime or do you live it?
Exactly.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of shit,
I'm
you
just
know?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around falling asleep like with a true crime documentary as like background noise. 'Cause my girlfriend likes to put on some movies sometimes,
Mhm.
like some old movie in the background for a background noise, and that makes total sense. It's not, I get having background noise to fall asleep to. I'm just trying to wrap my head around like fucking like a true crime documentary. Like it's one thing watching like falling asleep to listen to like some guy talking about a game or watching some kind of or like some old movie. And it's another for like to be like falling asleep and the narrator's going like, the Night Stalker stabbed this person to death, stabbed them 25 times. It's like
Especially with having like, when you have stuff on in the background, you fall asleep to it, it influences like your dreams and stuff. Like you would have
Exactly.
horrible dreams. How? Like they'd be recounting like a horrible death and like who knows what kind of character you're gonna be in that dream. Like, are you gonna be the one
yeah.
doing the killing or are you gonna be the one being killed? What's going on, you know?
Yeah, I'd fuck if I know, bro. She had it playing on the TV. I always had headphones on. I listened to ASMR. I went the extreme other direction.
Yeah.
What
I
kind
mean,
of
that makes sense
ASMR?
that you're supposed to fall asleep to that shit. That's why it's there.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
He listened to the ASMR where the girl calls him mommy's little special boy.
what?
No, I'm
What?
just kidding.
What are we talking about?
I
This
think
special
that's
little boy,
the ASMR
apparently.
you fell asleep to. That's kind of ASMR you fell asleep to, I said.
Oh, damn.
What do you even listen to for ASMR?
I don't know, just people soft talking or what the fuck is it called? Like unintelligible whispering, stuff like that.
Oh, so like nothing like actually like theme focused.
Yeah, I don't really care about themes in particular. I just like good, nice sounds.
Oh, okay.
I don't like. I
mean,
don't actually watch any of the videos. I put my phone down and I turn the screen off.
Yeah. More of a white noise thing.
I mean, I use a fan like even in the dead of winter because I just like having the sound of the fan.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's a very normal thing. A lot of people have to have that white noise.
I'm weird. I like the fan, but like sometimes I'll go through like phases where like 6 months I'll like have to always have a fan on, and then the next 6 months I'll be like the fan's too loud. I can't have it on anymore. I can't fall asleep. It's just too distracting.
Hey,
Your
So
body's
I
your
always
body's
change like
evolving
how I
every
actually
6
sleep.
months, bro.
Yeah, I fucking wish. I would be a prime specimen, but here I am.
Every new plane of existence you reach, you either like fans or you don't like fans. That's the only thing that changes.
is that a convergence of timelines?
It's his canon events.
Shut up. Why is Canon Event a meme still?
Because it's fucking great. Is it still a meme? No, I haven't seen very much of it lately.
I still see it around every now and then.
I think it's died down a bit, but like the answer is because it's so easy to just like apply it to literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how memes like work. How slappable is this meme? Can I just see something entirely like out of context that has nothing to normally to do with this, and can I add this meme to it?
Yeah, if any situation you can go, how can I meme this? And it works. That's how it gets traction.
And like canon event specifically is just so easily like it's any bad thing happened to X character, that's canon event, right? Like
Yeah, anything that's like somewhat relatable. Hey, we've all dealt with this kind of stuff. It's a canon event, guys.
Like I could just post a picture of Shinji Ikari from Evangelion and say what was his canon event, and it would make sense.
That's so stupid.
Fuck. I mean, it's just it's a meme that just has like infinite amount of longevity. Basically, it's so easy to just apply it to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Sony knew what the fuck they were doing with that movie. Now, if only they knew what the fuck they were doing with the third one.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, like the only bad thing I disliked about that movie is the fact that apparently the writers and a couple of the animators really overworked. Like,
yeah, so bad that what's her name? Amy Pascal, I think, is in charge of the Sony movies and stuff.
Welcome to making movies and whatnot.
Her response to them complaining about being overworked was "Welcome to the business,"
which is entirely wrong
Jesus.
because normally you wouldn't have to do that for an animated film. Some of the things are happening. Like I think they would have someone fully animate something and then they'd be like, okay, that's not how I want it. Like, so that's not normally how you do it. They don't have to fucking finish the thing first before they tell them that's not what you want.
Yeah.
That's so much extra work.
Man, this is another thing I didn't really hear about.
What, the crunch time and stuff?
Well, specifically on in Across the Spider-Verse.
It's just a common thing with everything now. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to come across any kind of piece of media where somebody hasn't, like, where you don't hear about fucking people being overworked and the whole crunch time thing, you know? Like it's taboo to say that now.
Except Nintendo games, apparently. Apparently, it's a very nice place to work, and they don't do crunch.
You know, with the practices and then Nintendo employs on like other people, like in terms of like the emulation scene and like just like anything outside of their own like fucking bubble, I highly doubt it. Because they come off as that's a very common like thought, I think, for some people. A lot of people just assume Nintendo would obviously crunch their employees because they're not like the greatest company. But outside of like, honestly, really, what it sounds like, the people that Nintendo mistreats the most is their fans. They don't treat their fans very well, but they apparently they treat their employees extremely well, which is, that's really nice at least. But like,
well, here's the thing though. Before we get too carried away, I don't want to cut you off, but with Japan, they just have different norms though. So us being crunch time is working those like 16, 20-hour days. Japan has that mindset already that those are just kind of like normal days to them. Like they want to do that kind of work and they want to be overworked and shit like that. So that's just kind of like the norm. And I can think with Smash Ultimate, fucking Sakurai said he barely got any sleep at all in any of the development process. So I mean, like, I think they just have the same stuff, but their society norms are different, so it doesn't come up as much because they have the society norm of like, hey, if you work harder, you know, you get more done, and like it's a better thing. But you look at them and they're still working like how we would.
I think that might be part of it because the work culture over in Japan is different. But a lot of what you hear about Crunch 2 is well, I hate to bring out the old Miyamoto quote about a delayed game, etc. But a lot of crunch stems from this game cannot be delayed. It needs to be finished now. It needs to be like, we need this by X date. You need to put in this type of thing. So like I think and when you mentioned Sakurai, I mean, yeah, like he kills himself making his games, but like that's what he does. That's how he works. And I think he's probably on the extreme end for Japanese developers. He's pretty like nuts. But like that wasn't company forced. Like it's so like I think they probably crunched themselves to a degree, but it's not like Nintendo specifically crunching them out like against their will, like, oh, you need to do this or you're gonna get fired. Like,
yeah,
so, like,
I see what you're saying.
Thing's probably there, but like these people, some of the guys might crunch themselves, put too much work in themselves.
Yeah,
but like that's not the company going, you need to work 12 hours in this game and you can't see your family.
So what you're saying is basically the average mindset of the Japanese worker is that they're alpha male wage slaves?
Kind of, I guess. Like the Japanese work culture isn't great because they do kind of just crunch themselves to death.
Yeah,
but
and that's crazy.
That's why high school animes are so fantastical, because that's viewed like in Japan as like the last part of your life that you get to be like free and not a wage slave.
The way you worded it, get to be free.
That's so fucking sad though. Like, god damn.
Yeah. It's just crazy like that.
Like I wonder like how did Japan get to that point where like the entire populace is just okay with that kind of like work ethic? Cuz like it's not healthy. We all know that's not a healthy work ethic. No matter how how okay they seem to be with it, like it's not okay.
I mean, and I've put in stuff shit like that before if I need money. It's not good for you. Like,
no, of course not.
And I work a physical job too. I don't even work like an office job.
Yeah,
like you get fucking burnt the hell out.
Yeah, like I've had days where I've fucking worked. Like I worked 14 hours in one day in a restaurant once, and like I was fucking dead. Like I've heard Japan like does shit like that like every day basically, and that's just.
Yeah, just go and work for how many X hours? Don't see your family? It's like,
yeah, like I've heard stories of people like literally like passing out like on their way home, just like in the street, and then other people are just like, oh, someone passed out, just carry them onto the sidewalk or whatever. It's like a normal thing.
Yeah, and like again, I'm bringing up anime game, and that's also why very often sometimes in anime, the episode where the father actually comes home is like a big event. Like, oh, wait, the father is home? Because like if you ever watch like an anime that's set in like a modernish time, you'll see the main character, you'll see like the kids, and you'll see like the mom usually, and then like but the father is almost in like barely any episodes because he's always just fucking working.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Death Note, I was watching soon. Like it was only a few episodes, but like it was seen as like a shocking that his dad actually showed up to dinner. Like kind of like.
Oh yeah, I could see that. You know what they should do? I don't know if there is one or not, but there should be an anime just about Japan life and just about like how hardworking it is. I think that could be interesting. Have it be like almost like biographical. That's a word.
Probably exists somewhere.
Like a documentary kind of thing, but in anime.
Well, yeah, but like still make it like a slice of life drama or something.
It's probably out there.
I'm sure
incredibly niche, but it's out there.
I'm sure there is one that exists. Actually, let me throw out my 25th Google for this podcast.
No.
While Justin's doing that, I'm going to mention another like I guess I'm not sure if it's surprisingly progressive or it's progressive thing Nintendo is like known for. So apparently, like Nintendo accepts like gay marriages above their among their employees, and that's crazy because Japan doesn't accept gay marriage.
Wait, so if you want to get Gary married, you have to go work for Nintendo, both of you?
Well, like, I think it's probably more something like that. If you have like a partner, like if you're gay and you have a partner, Nintendo doesn't like discriminate against that. I guess is the kind of thing. It's just like they like, oh yeah, they tweeted about it. I think once about accepting that type of thing. So, like they are fine with gay marriage. Japanese guys, like not even just Nintendo of America.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like kind of going back to what I said again, like the people that Nintendo mistreats the most are their fans. They treat like their employees pretty nice, but like they don't treat their fans very well.
And you know what? I wonder why that is. Like, do they not want our money?
Well, because they know you're gonna buy it anyway. Like they can, and they're not wrong. I mean, I buy a lot of Nintendo games. I also complain about Nintendo a lot, so it's like my complaints go nowhere.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We all kind of complain and then just fucking buy buy their shit anyways.
Yeah, we kind of get nowhere with that. Like,
we're all hypocritical when it comes to Nintendo. But I wonder if Nintendo has like cultivated this in a way. You know what I
do
mean?
you mean?
Like I wonder if they've like somehow like over the years maybe like breeded this mindset into us like to buy their stuff.
Like they brainwashed us.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty common for a lot of like for companies, and eventually they do get into like a thing like where they do make a big mistake and a bunch of people don't buy. Like it kind of ebbs and flows. Like I'll use an example here. Like after the PS2 came out, like you guys all know about how like the disaster, much of a disaster the PS3 was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was pretty much a direct example of like Sony just thinking we're too big to fail. There's no way they're not just gonna fucking buy this in droves because we just made the PS2 and then it just didn't happen. So it's definitely they probably don't like. I wouldn't say Nintendo like breeds this type of like thing into us. It's more like they know that they could do certain things and it won't really hurt their bottom line that much. But you have to be careful because it eventually can hurt your bottom line.
I'm just shocked they haven't reached that point yet.
Well, the Wii U, they did.
Well, no, because everyone's still buying Nintendo products. That's what I'm saying.
But people, well, like they were probably like less with that type of like stuff that people would dislike about like Nintendo games and like or like bad like they would care less. They would care more about bad press when they had the Wii U because nobody bought that console.
Uh-huh.
But now millions of people are buying the Switch, so they can make these choices and it won't really hurt them that much. People will be annoyed, but it won't hurt them.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder how bad things have to get, like with the company, not just in terms of putting out a shitty product, but just like within the company themselves and the actions that they take against us, their fans. I wonder how bad that has to get before.
Oh, for like
people like en masse are like, yo, we probably shouldn't like buy from Nintendo anymore. Because obviously,
I'm trying to think.
Because obviously, like the Wii U flopped, but that's just because the Wii U was like terribly marketed and it had a shitty fucking name, and like there was a lot of reasons. It just wasn't a great system. That's why that flopped.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what they would like have to do.
Kill somebody. Like they literally,
honestly,
like, you know, I can't fucking believe I forgot about that Bowser guy. What was his name again?
Doug Bowser?
No, not Doug Bowser. The guy who was making money off like hacking people's Switches, and then Nintendo was like basically forcing him to pay them like them like what was it, like a few $1 million for like the rest of his life. Or whatever it was.
Like everything he works just gets sent to something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name, but they literally enslaved this man for the rest of his life to Nintendo. Like that's like how much worse can it get than that?
It would have to be, I think, something. It would have to be. I think it would have to be a console because I think even if it was a game, I think people just wouldn't buy that game specifically.
Mm-hmm.
For it to be the entire company, it would have to just be a really like anti-consumer idea for a console that people could just not even look past. Similar to how like when the Xbox One came out, the whole like always online thing, and so Sony was just able to like, hey, we're not always online, like ours is better, like something that even like another company could also take and just use against them immediately.
So basically, what you're saying is it has to be a console itself that is the reason. Like, there's just nothing. Nintendo can't just do something so bad, like as a company, like make a statement or like make an action that people are like, oh, that is, I can't support this anymore. Like, you don't think that can ever like get to that point?
It probably like technically could, but I don't think they'd be stupid enough to like do it, to like do something that bad.
I don't know, man. Nintendo's done some pretty shitty fucking things.
I know, but they're not gonna literally like torture a guy or like execute him. Like, they're not gonna do that.
I know, but they'll torture the fucking Smash scene. That's what they'll do. They'll die before they let the Smash Pro scene ever exist.
And you know what? I can see why they don't want to associate. So,
you know what? Fair, but still, like, it's even before all that. Like, come on, even in the Melee era, you probably could have gotten away with a big, like, you know, fucking LAN events and stuff like that, like official ones.
I don't know, man. Sakurai just does not see Smash as a competitive game for whatever reason.
Yeah, like sometimes I wonder if that's just part of it. I don't know. Like, maybe he really just doesn't. Because like that happens in Japan a lot too, where if someone's wishes are just like, you don't do this thing, that even if it would be profitable for the company to do it, they just respect those wishes because they're a respected member of society, like the company. So like maybe there's probably someone in Nintendo going, hey, you know, we could make money like making our stuff like gigantic esports. Sucker's just like, I don't want that. So like, okay.
I don't think it's a money thing at this point though. Like, I think the Smash scene would just blow up in general, just like if it had some fucking official support. But like they just don't want to. Like, they could give them so much more popularity and anything. Just, it doesn't have to be about the money at this point. Just like, I think at this point they would take anything. Because I mean, like, what was it, the last Evo or whatever, like a couple years ago? So they had like a Smash tourney for Evo, obviously, and like the reward was the Switch Pro controller or something like that.
Oh, really?
That was Evo Japan, yeah.
Yeah, and like,
well, because like in Japan, you're not allowed to actually. It's like gambling, so you're not actually allowed to like give money for a tournament and then win that like as part of the pot. Like, if you go to a tournament, even in Winnipeg, you pay to get in. The money you pay to like enter the tournament goes into a pot, and the people who finish certain places get that money. You're not allowed to do that in Japan. It's considered gambling. So any of the money that was the prizes for Evo Japan was stuff that was given like by the company. And so Nintendo gave like a Pro Controller.
Yeah, and like every other fighting game that was up had like a cash prize.
Gave money, yeah. Yeah.
Which was just fucking hilarious to see that, like the page for it, the announcement, you know, for the rewards and everything. You see like 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 Pro Controller.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about how Smash isn't Evo anymore, but that's probably a Sony thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Sony bought Evo, I think, like after
honestly,
that one.
Like Smash doesn't need Evo anyway,
No.
and people will just fucking complain about like not being treated correctly at Evo anyway. Most of it kind of unwarranted. Like I guess you guys probably won't get this, but like a lot of people would complain that like all of the games would be best of 3 until like a certain part of like the bracket, and then it's best of 5. Like, but Evo was always so much later than like other Smash major tournaments. And every time I saw that, it's like, okay, well, this isn't a Smash major tournament. It's a bunch of games. Do you like how they have to think about how much time they're taking up, so they can't just fucking give Smash all this extra time just because that's what you're used to, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Evo still a big thing, anyways?
Yeah, it's still pretty big. Yeah, it's coming up. Street Fighter 6 tournament, I think, is the biggest fucking tournament ever.
Damn, really?
It's got like 7,000 people entering.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck. That's a lot for a tournament?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
I still need to pick up Street Fighter 6. I hear it's really good. I just can't really afford it right now.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't do fighting games anymore. Smash was the only one I could really do, but like even now, Smash, I'm just looking at them just like, ugh.
I played Guilty Gear Strive. That was pretty good.
I actually really want to play Guilty Gear. Like, I'm not a big fighting kind of guy, but I love this. I love the I love the style of Guilty Gear. It looks very fun to play.
We should try it out one sometime, Justin.
I
mean, I'm not very good at that, so like it's not like I'd be able to really destroy you. I'm pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, he says that now.
No, I'm pretty bad at the game. Like, I know some inputs, but I can't always do them properly, and it's like, and the inputs in Guilty Gear are not even that hard.
So if they're not that hard, how are you not good? What the hell?
Exactly.
Because it sucks.
He's setting you up, Justin.
Oh shit! All right, fine. You know what? Let's do it, man. Yeah, you and I will play. You and I will play some Guilty Gear sometime. I don't know when. I don't know when.
I've been Potemkin busted by Kirby too many times.
Kirby being a friend of ours.
Yeah, he plays the giant grappler dude.
Not the Sora limited character, Kirby.
I was just about to be like, are we still talking about Guilty Gear? I didn't know Kirby was in it.
Yeah, friend of ours. Yeah, he plays the gigantic grappler dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know anything about the game. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Grappler dude. No, I think he plays Honda in Street Fighter actually.
Oh, does he? Of course he does.
Yeah, he plays Honda.
Does he just play all the big guys? Is he compensating?
I don't know.
Because Kirby
calling him short.
Yes.
Calling Kirby out for being short in our podcast.
Yes, our friend Kirby is a very small guy.
I can't wait to send him this video now.
No, you gotta send this to him, Steven.
No, I'm not gonna send it because you get mad.
You wouldn't even watch it. You'd just be like, why the fuck are you sending me videos? I don't want to see notifications.
This video's an hour and a half. I'm not watching the whole fucking thing, okay?
Yeah, it actually is. I was wondering if we should just wrap it up pretty soon.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. We are an hour 40. Let's fucking wrap up.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Speaking of, let's wrap the fuck up. I don't got shit to do, but I just want to do other shit.
All right, well, fuck it. We're wrapping it up. Thanks for coming to join us on our 8th episode. I think this is our 3rd week in a row that we're actually recording, which
yeah, we're actually into a rhythm now. It's crazy.
Being consistent. Holy,
yeah.
Who would have thought?
No, just never would have thought, bro.
Anyways, follow us all on our socials, Twitter, or I guess X now.
Yeah.
Follow us on X.
Follow us on X. All our handles are on our screen, and then also we have them in the description. I don't think any of us has been live in a month, but we do have Twitches if you want to follow those as well. Also in the description.
Make sure to follow all everyone on X videos.
Yeah, exactly. And like I do plan on going live again on Twitch in a couple months. So like it's not
in
like,
a couple months.
Yeah. No, I mean I have plans for down the road. Like I'm setting shit up. It's not just like a dead thing. Is my point. Like it's like follow my Twitch is what I'm saying.
I thought you were gonna say, because I was talking about X videos, I thought you were gonna say I do plan on going live on X videos.
Oh, absolutely, I do. Oh man, that is the best streaming website, you know. X videos, absolutely.
That's my favorite.
Gonna stream some of those. Try not to come games.
Maybe I can finally stream Hoonie Pop.
Okay,
you guys ever realize?
I'm calling it here. Shut up. This is it. We're ending the episode. We're out of here.
You guys realize those games don't make any sense because the whole point of those games is to make you come. You're supposed to try not to come.
I never thought of it like that, man.
Oh my god.
All right, no, we're wrapping this up.
This is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching.
All right, have a good day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right, now I can fucking come. All right.
Oh man, I should have. I've gone in like sometimes when I go on porn sites, I get this fucking crazy ad that's like, this is not a dating app. You have to fuck old grandmas.